What's up, everybody? Hopefully I'm live here. Just give me a second here. I'm waiting for confirmation. What's up, everybody? All right, cool. This video, guys, is about trading the Fibonacci retracement and extension tool for swing trading. All right, so real quick, hopefully you can see my screen. I entered this trade here. I'm up about $2 right now. It's only I'm actually trading right now. Is the Asian session, so it's real slow. I had some other trades going on earlier, but anyways, real quick, I'm going to talk to you about the Fibonacci retracement tool. So I'm going to go on the 4-hour chart. This is more for like swing trading, okay? And let me zoom out a little bit. So this is what price did. Okay, this is what price has done. I zoomed out a little bit so you can see pretty much the highs and the lows, right? So when do we take out this tool, this Fibonacci tool? Is whenever we see a trend change. All right. Just to show you an example, let me go grab it. Fibonacci retracement. So usually what happens is, for example, price reached this high point after this uptrend, and then it came, it switched direction. One way to know is by drawing a trend line. You see the trend line, and now it's going in a different direction. That's when you bring out this tool, all right? And for example, you wait for a pullback. This was a nice little pullback here, but we're gonna wait. This one, as you can see, the trend, it broke the trend. So what we do is we grab the tool, put it at the top, come down to the bottom, where the 1 is at the top and the 0 is at the bottom. And then what happens is usually it'll retrace back to one of these areas, being the 32, the half, or the 618. Sometimes it can go as high as this one up here. Anyways, after that, usually price will always, after the retracement, if it continues to go down, right, on the downtrend, it's gonna hit this price over here, which is here. Let me change those numbers to a different color here, just so you can see it in the video. I'm gonna put black at the moment. This one too. Okay. So those are the numbers I have for the Fibonacci retracement tool. If you want to pause the video and check it out, but just to show you what price does, right? It went up, it changed. Once it changed again, then you bring out the tool, you put it at the top, hit the bottom, and then you're going to see it retrace back to one of these areas, and you just wait for it to break the trend again. And then for trading, for swing trading, at the 4-hour candles, right? Once you notice that it started going down, you could enter a sell trade, because it's going to come down to the negative 27 at some point, and you can see it hit the mark right here. So if you would have entered this trade, once it retraced back, you could have entered here somewhere, right? Because it price came up to this high, lower high up here, and then it formed this lower low, and then this lower high. It didn't break this high no more, right? So you could have entered the trade here. And then, I mean, if you would have wrote this down at least to the negative 27, you're looking at 178 pips, right? And if you would have hit it right here, it would have been about 38 bars, 8 days. So you would have been on this trade for 8 days, 8 hours or so. Or you could have even take partial profit, because usually sometimes price will hit, just to show you here a second. Let me do this again. Fibonacci retracement. Okay, so price, it came up, it came down. Once it get a little bit of pullback, we grab our tool, put it at the top, at the bottom, and we watch price once again reach one of these levels. Once it creates a lower high, once it don't go any higher, you can enter a sell trade. Of course, this is for educational purposes, guys. Once again, I'm just teaching you methods here. Don't risk more than what you can't afford to lose. So once again, if you were to enter the trade somewhere in here, I mean, you're going to enter somewhere even in the half, but eventually it would have hit over here, right? But just to show you, right, Even if you were to enter the trade here, once again, 170, 180 some pips, okay? And then what happened there is you would have gone out of the trade and then waited again. Because because sometimes it comes down to this level, and then you could have gone out of the trade. Once again, we formed this area here, and then you could move your Fibonacci once again, right? Now you go from this high. Hold on a second. Let me do this again. All right, you could have put the Fibonacci from this high to this low right here, and then it retraced back once again to this area, but this wasn't really valid because it's still continuing this trend, right? So the Fib wasn't really valid here. So let's go see another one. You could probably, once you see this pullback after this trend here, of course it's easy to see this now after, now we're gonna go, hold on a second. Okay, from the bottom up here, right? I mean, you seen price come up, and then it retraced back to the 618, right? You could enter a trade here once you've seen that it wasn't coming past the 618. You could even enter here. Now you could have went long if you would have entered the trade somewhere in here, and you would have wrote this thing up at least to the negative 27 once again. This would have been 146 pips, 6 days. You would have been on this trade for 6 days. Of course, this is for swing trading, right? Once again, you would have made some pretty good profit there. And then we'll go look for another one, another opportunity, right? So price went up. Now, excuse me. So it came down to this area. It broke the trend. You bring out the Fib once again, right? You go from the top to the bottom, and then it pulled back to the 618 up here, or half. This is the half up here. Once you notice it wasn't going any higher, you could enter a sell. You could enter a sell somewhere in here, and you could have rolled down to the negative 27 right here, which for that one would have been 122 pips, right? And in a matter of a day, you also could have taken partial profit there and wrote this all the way down to the negative 618 for 200 pips, right? Using the Fibonacci tool on that one, guys. All right, so now we had this down. Once it did this, from your higher high to your lower low, you could have put out a Fib on this too. Let me see here, Fibonacci. From the top to the bottom, and then it retraced back to this area. And then, as you can see, you could either enter a sell here for a little bit, or, I mean, it did come back and it formed a double top. And even if you were to enter a sell here, right, as you can see, it went down to the negative 27, which, if you were to enter somewhere in here, right, to the negative 27, that would have been, you would have been on this trade for 7 days for a total of 196 pips on that one. So you would have made a little bit of money there. And now we have this, excuse me. Hold on, guys, give me a second. So we can get rid of this. You can also put a Fib on this one, right here, from the top to the bottom, way down here, right? Because even though this is still a continuation, higher high to a lower low. And as you can see, this one did come back all the way up here to this top one, right? And now it's going down. If this continues, guys, this could be a good opportunity. I don't know. I'm just on the sell right now. I did write this up a little bit here. But on a on a long trajectory here, we're looking price can have a potential to come down to this level here, 1.157. Eventually, it could go down or it could go up. We don't know, right? We'll see how it plays out. But according to the Fib, we have a potential to come down here. Also, let me see here if we do this one from this lower high to this one here, then it could retrace back to any of these. So it's still gonna, I think it's still gonna go down. As you can see, at 260 right now. I got a sell going on right now. It just seems like it's going on a downtrend. But we never know, right? Just monitor your trades. This is a swinging trade. I'm just gonna let it ride. It's only, I mean, I still have a little bit more I can trade, but I'm just gonna let it ride for a little while, see what it does. But for right now, we have a potential to go down to any of these right here. So for example, in my case, I hit a sell here. Even if it comes down to the 0.382, I'm looking at 84 pips, $84. If it comes down to the half, of course, 134 pips. We'll see where it goes. So, but so far, that's how I've been using the Fibonacci, guys. 270. I'm gonna let it ride for a while, see how it goes. All right, but thanks for watching the video. Pretty much that's how Fibonacci tool works. In some areas it works out good. It works out good mostly all the time. But you have to just see which direction you're going. All right. So look at that, $3. Awesome. Keep it going. Keep it going. I think it's gonna go down a little bit. We'll see what happens. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.